Day 3, Chapter 3. That title is You've Got It All Wrong. It speaks volumes that we all know what fight or flight is, but we don't know its opposite. Well, maybe you do. Do you know what it is? It's rest and digest. In order to live a healthy life, you need both. Right now, most people stay in fight or flight as if they don't have an alternative. No wonder people can't sleep and have many digestive problems, not enough rest and digest. So we're going to talk about some questions, or actually some questions you need to ask yourself. It's sort of like a self-exam, and let's look at you, right? And Dr. Belisa on page 34 asks these questions. What's messing up your breathing? See if you can answer yes to any of the following questions that she asks her clients, and then I also ask my clients. Do you sit in front of a computer or in a car or a truck for work? Do you wear compression garments, belts, supportive pantyhose, or a bulletproof vest? As a child, did you live with any type of fear, anxiety, or worry over a period of time, even if you think you weren't traumatized by it? Do you text throughout the day? Do you carry a bag, knapsack, or purse? How much does that weigh? Have you ever had pneumonia or recurring bouts of bronchitis? Have you ever smoked or lived with a smoker? Have you ever lived or spent time in a city with high levels of smog or pollution, or lived someplace with noxious smells? Do you have a deviated septum, or do you snore? Do you have or have you ever had neck, shoulder, or back injuries? So how many questions did you say yes to, my friends? Even just one of these can lead to underbreathing, either by impairing lung function or laying the foundation from one or more of the abnormal breathing patterns to be discussed later in this chapter. I'm just going to talk to you about them now because we're not going to go through the whole chapter, because you're going to get your hands on this book. Some of the abnormal breathing patterns are a paradoxical breather. It's a gasper, also known as reverse breathing. This pattern uses your muscles in the contradictory manner. This is to say, you draw your belly in during an inhale and relax it out during an exhale. The polar opposite of what you should be doing. Paradoxical breathers take in significantly less air than anyone else, actually going against what their body wants to do anatomically with each inhale and exhale. Theory says that it comes from anxiety in childhood. The second one is the breath holder, which I talk a lot about in my tips. This is a periodic or hypoxic breather. Periodically throughout the day, you're pretty much active as if you're underwater. You hold your breath for seemingly no reason and don't notice, except when it gets pointed out to you, that you yawn and sigh a lot, or that you don't seem to be breathing when you work out. This is another stress-fueled pattern. This is caused by predatory, stress-induced type of concentration while at a screen. This type of concentration that has focus intensity of a hunter stalking prey. This abnormal pattern is alarmingly common. My clients have reported being surprised to find themselves holding their breath for several seconds throughout the day for no apparent reason, maybe holding a cell phone. They go to do something, they hold their breath. This pattern throws whatever balance they have out of whack, as their body continuously tries to compensate for the moments in which they're not letting carbon dioxide out or oxygen in. Overbreather, hyperventilating. Chronic ventilation at low levels results in an imbalance of carbon dioxide and oxygen. Although you're breathing more quickly, you're out of balance. The rate of breathing here is too high, and the pH levels are usually abnormal as well, as Dr. Belisa writes in her book. There are two breakdowns here. Your exhale is strong and your inhale is constricted, or the opposite. Your inhale is long and your exhale is short. The next one is the no-haler. No inhale, no exhale. This breather just hovers, sipping in air and then barely letting it out. Your body doesn't expand and contract. It barely moves at all. These people tend to brace their bodies and make very little movement at all, saying their breaths feel stuck in both directions. Now that you know the many different types of abnormal breathing patterns and the factors that can influence how you breathe, you can see why virtually no adult these days breathes optimally without proper training. As a last part of your assessment, I want you to rank some of the health problems you have so that you can see how they change over the next 2 weeks and into the future. Whether it's your stress level, quality of sleep, back or neck pain, or digestion, give yourself a numerical rating on the sheet at the very back of this book. So make sure you get this book so you can follow along and do all these things that are amazing in this book, Breathe by Dr. Belisa VRANICH.